Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title, I am doing a Q&A up-to-date type video because a lot of my subscribers are actually new, and it's been, don't quote me on this, but I think it's been a couple years since I've done one of these, and I could tell you, hey, you need to go back so-and-so and find it. It's been a couple years. Let's just get in and make a new one so you guys get to know me a little bit better. For all those who are new, if you've been an OG subscriber, then you already know pretty much who I am, especially those who are family and friends that see me for years now. But choosing to do an updated Q&A, and this is get to know me. Some of the questions are kind of repetitive from the last one, and then there others are going to be new. And guys, I actually put the questions in my phone. Typically, like I did the last time, I wrote them down on paper. I'm old-fashioned. I like to write things down. But I decided I have a note thing in here. I can go ahead and written it down in here, and it's already saved too. So I did this a couple nights ago. I wrote them down like I was going to bed, and I just was like, oh, let's just make sure I write down these things. Excuse me. Okay, so some of these questions are going to be very simple and easy, and then they kind of get harder as time goes by, sort of, and then near the end it's kind of like a mixture of easy and then harder. So anyway, let's get started. Question number 1. What is my full name? It is Chelsea Marie Hayes. Chelsea with a Y, not an A. So yeah, I'll get to the other stuff later. Anyway, question number 2. When's my birthday? May 23rd, 1992. Yes, I am kind of old. Sort of. I'm halfway to my golden years. Alright, where am I from? I am originally from Martinsburg, West Virginia. Because I don't live there anymore, I don't mind saying where I am from. Used to be, like the direct city. However, for the next question it says, where do I currently live? Question number 4. I am not going to say where specifically because of safety reasons. I don't want any stalkers coming eventually later down the road. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Safety first is priority. Where do I currently live? Maryland. I live in Maryland. Didn't move very far. The reason why I moved was because my mom met my stepdad and they got married, and I moved up here. Okay, question number 5. What are my favorite colors? Okay, so most people see my room. If you're seeing me, this kind of looks black, but it's not. It is my wall, my one wall, my staple wall is teal. I love the color teal. It's more of a grown-up color of a blue. I have had so many colors of shades of blue that I've liked throughout the years, but currently now it is still teal, like my last video. And my second favorite is rose gold, which is another version. It's like, I guess you can say, a grown-up color version of a pink. I have always loved pink since I was a little girl, but that was like Barbie pink and bubblegum pink. It's more of a rose gold now. So rose gold and teal are my favorite colors. And I started liking blue at the time middle school rolled around. Well, my latter years of elementary into my middle school years. And then, yeah, it was different versions of blue and green. I mean, blue and pink then. I went through like a tomboy stage where I was like liking blue versus I was like resenting pink. I hated everything pink. So I went from one drastic color to the other. Now I kind of like both, and they're more grown-up colors. Okay, question number 6. When is my favorite season? So between spring, summer, fall, winter, it is fall. I love fall. I love pumpkins. I love all the colors that change. I love the cooler weather. I love everything about it, and just be able to wear my hoodies, my sweaters, my sweatshirts, my long sleeves, like everything, my pants, like I love it. I just got a cuter outfits to wear during the fall and winter versus spring and summer. Don't mind spring and summer. Well, I like spring. Spring would definitely be my second favorite because it's cooler weather then, and it's just pretty. Everything comes to life. Question number 7, what is my style? My style of like clothing is considered more like, well, I describe it in 3 type of ways. It's comfortable, it's comfortable, practical, and affordable. That's my 3 ways. I go to Goodwill's. I don't really necessarily have like a specific type of style. I like anything that's affordable, so I go to Goodwill's or convenience stores. Okay. No, that's not correct. What's the word? Not convenient. What is it? Oh shoot. Consignment. That's where I was like, it started with a C. Consignment places and buy it cheaper. I can buy it cheaper, and just comfortable stuff that looks practical on me. I'm very conservative. I'm not like totally conservative because I do wear shorts and stuff like that, but I wear sleeved shirts. I wear shorts that are basically they're practically men. I wear men's shorts because they're longer and they actually have pockets. It's just my thing. I like to cover up. I don't like showing a lot of business. Just because I got it don't mean I got to flaunt it. So yeah. Affordable, practical, comfortable. That is my style. And yes, I do wear dresses and skirts and that sort of thing. But again, it has to be comfortable. I have to feel like myself in my clothes. I don't typically go for name branded anything, although I have a handful of stuff that are name branded. Not that I care. Question number 8, what are my hobbies? Photography, editing, videography, jigsaw puzzles, diamond painting, anything crafting. I love crafting of any sort of crafting. I've gone through so many crafting type stuff like knitting and sewing, which I'm terrible at. Scrapbooking, painting, all those type of things. So any of crafting type stuff I love to do. Anything creativity, I love using my creativity side. Hiking, being out in nature. I'm kind of an outdoors person. So I just love nature. So those are kind of my hobbies. I can't really think of anything else that would be considered hobby-wise. I guess collecting is kind of a hobby. Like I've gone through collecting like stickers at one point. I've collected Barbies at one point. I'm a doll collector. Gnomes as of currently. So stuff like that. I guess that's kind of like a hobby. Okay, question number 9. What do I do for a living? So I help my mom clean homes, residential homes. It's been a journey. I'm not exactly a fan of cleaning, but I've come adjusted to it, and I'm actually not decent at it. I'm not an expert. I wouldn't call myself a pro. I've only done it for probably like 5 years now. I think it's been like 5, or has it been 4.5? 4.5 to 5 years, I think. It makes a living, I help her and that sort of thing, so yeah. And we get along with our clients and we do well with it. We're tangible, we work well together, so. Okay, question number 10. Do I plan on doing something else in the future for a living? Yes. I would like to get to full-time do photography, videography, and editing. Not just photography, I want to do videography and editing as well. So basically I want to go out and take pictures or videos and edit them for other people and do events. I have done events, but I would like to get paid for what I like to do. So, and hopefully maybe later down the road I'll get monetized on YouTube. Who knows? We'll see what the Lord has for me. Question number 11. Are you still single or taken? I am still single. Yeah. Question number 12. Why are you still single? Okay, so I've gotten questions throughout the years why I'm still single, and people are like, well, you're a nice person, you're so sweet, why aren't you taken? You're how old now? Fear has gripped me a lot of the times. I was just immature when I was younger, and I have an utmost respect for myself. I don't wish to just date for the sake of dating. Marriage is important to me, which I think I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. So yeah, I don't want to just rush into things. I like to take my time and evaluate people. I like to get to know a person as a friend, a guy as a friend, in order for me to feel comfortable. I have to feel comfortable around that person. And if I don't feel comfortable, or I'm personally not at the maturity level that I feel ready to marry, then I need to work on myself. I need to totally 100% work on myself before jumping into a relationship. I think that's important for anyone to do, is to take responsibility for oneself in order to feel ready and complete at that point. So whenever the Lord has for me in the future, I'm willing to get married at some point, or get into a relationship, I should say. Question number 13. Do you plan on marrying after you meet someone? Obviously not right away, but yes. Marriage, like I said, is important to me. I've prayed for my future spouse since I was 16 years old. Yes, you heard me right. Since I was 16. Yeah, I wholeheartedly believe in not dating just for the sake of dating. Marriage is important. So, yeah, over spectrum of time, yes, I would like to get married to whoever I end up dating. And I would like to do that only once. I don't want to have to go through it so many times to find that man. We can be friends, but if I can't see you as more than a friend, I'm sorry, you don't make the cut. Alright, question number 14. What are your qualities or type in a man? Well, first and foremost, he has to be a Christian, not just because he was raised that way. He has to be, in his heart, a die-hard Christian man, godly man, spirit-filled. You know what I meant? You know what I'm saying? He has to be spirit-filled. I think it's definitely important to find someone that is equally yoked on your level. It's one thing to be friends with individuals that are not on the same spiritual level as you, per se, but when they're on your level, you can connect more with that individual versus someone that's kind of like a baby in Christ. That's the most important thing. As far as looks is not as concerning. Yes, I do find myself attracted to certain guys versus others, but anyway, respectful, a gentleman, willing to accept me wholeheartedly as I am, doesn't try to change me in ways that he wants to see me as. It's more like, if we're on the same level, then we shouldn't have to change each other. We can better each other, obviously, work together, but accept each other as, and it's mutual. I have to accept him just as much as he accepts me. So that's kind of where I'm going with As far as like age, 5 years younger than me or 5 years older. I definitely think I'd probably get along with someone younger than older, only because I will admit, I'm slightly immature, so, and I tend to get along with people younger than me than older, but whatever the Lord has, honestly, it's up to Him. We'll see it in the near future, I suppose. Question number 15, do you plan on traveling? Yes, I would love to travel globally. I have gone to Arizona because my sisters live out there, and now brother-in-laws and nieces and nephews, so I have traveled. It's just haven't been out of the country. I would like to go to different countries and travel. I would definitely say I would prefer to go to Europe because I've been wanting to go like Scotland, Germany, UK, what's that other one? Ireland, because a lot of my ancestors are from there. But I would like to go to Australia or Africa and even Asia, you know, places there. And of course, here in the US, I would love to go in an RV even and travel. That would be fun. Or, you know, just travel different places here and there. It would just be nice to be able to travel, and it just comes with a price tag, and I don't have all that money, so maybe in the future as time goes by. Oh, we need to get a new battery. It's a good thing I am on my desk because I got a battery right there and there, so be right back in a sec. Okay, fresh battery, yay. Alright, so yes, I do plan on traveling. So question number 16, do you plan on moving? Yes, our family does plan on moving in the next couple years, hopefully, Lord willing. We are working on our house to make it sellable. So we've been doing a lot of painting, upgrading, making it feasible. We've even had someone to evaluate our house. I think it was during, oh gosh, when was that? 2021, 2022, I'm not sure. It was a couple years, 2 or 3 years ago that we had it evaluated, and just to see how much it would go for, and it's a decent amount. With more upgrades that it has now versus then, it probably is more valuable. So we plan on moving not too far away from here, but enough to say, hey, we're ready to move on. We need to go down to 2 levels. We do need more square footage wise, but just down 2 levels. That way Zach and I can be on one level and parents can be on the other. We can have our own separate autonomy. So, but we'll see what the Lord has. Again, don't know when, don't know how. I guess Lord willing, it'll happen when it happens. Or on my case, that's if I don't get married. For me, if I do get married, obviously I would move wherever he would go. So this kind of goes with the next question. Would you, number 17, would you move away from all you know and love after you marry? Yes, I actually would. I know that seems crazy to some of you that might be watching this, like family or friends that are close to me, that you actually know me. If you asked me this like 5-10 years ago, I would have said absolutely not, because I was a scaredy pants. But over time, God has given me the ability to move forward and say yes to things instead of constantly saying no and just stay in my comfort zone. So, yeah, I'm okay with moving away. Some of the reasons were also not only being scared was because I wanted to make sure my family, especially my parents, not to really out them out, but they're um, let's just say this, their marriage hasn't always been great. And so I was very concerned if everything was going to be all right between them. And of course my brother. So things have changed. God is working in our family. We're working together tangibly. My parents are working together. There's communication between all four of us. So I definitely see, and I'm okay with the idea of moving away. I feel comfortable with the idea of moving away if it should happen. But yeah. Question number 18. Are you close with your family? Yes and no. I'm close to the ones I live here in the house. My intimate family. My other family members, like, no, I wouldn't say I'm really close. We're all in different pods, so to speak. We're in different level, like, we have our own lives. We love each other. We get along overall. We communicate ever so often. Say happy birthday to each other, send cards, you know, that sort of thing. We see each other around the holiday seasons, but we're not so close where we're constantly needing each other, is what the real thing is. We love each other. We help each other out when we are needed, but occasionally visiting each other, but we're not like close-knit where we're constantly needing each other or wanting to be around each other all the time. And as I've noticed personally, and I think Zachary, my brother, can concur, we are getting to the point where wanting more separate autonomy from our parents. So it's great when we have separate times away from them. It's great when we do family things together, and other times where it's great when we have our own space. So yeah, so I'm kind of close and kind of not. So I'm okay with moving away is what I'm saying. If I were to ever move away, it's not gonna hurt. We have phones, we can text, we can call, we can video chat. There's ways to talk if that were to happen. I think I would appreciate my family members more if I moved away. Plus it's an idea of having an adventure. Question number 19. Are you introverted or extroverted? I am introverted. I don't think if you haven't noticed, by my questions so far, I'm introverted. I'm very quiet, shy, backwards. Always been that way. I'm okay with observing. Okay with declining of going to events. Unless I feel comfortable, I'll go. I've put myself out there a lot of times and it's been uncomfortable. I know my limits and I know what I'm comfortable with, so I hang out with people that I know appreciate me more. But yeah, I am definitely not extroverted. I wish I was. I wish I was a little more out there, but then I wouldn't be me if I wasn't. So I've learned to appreciate myself, how God made me. How many piercings do you have? I have 6, so I have 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So far I have 6. Do you plan on getting any more? Question number 21. Do you plan on getting any more piercings? Yes, I plan on getting 2 more. I'm gonna kind of keep that in the loop right now, keep you guessing where they're gonna be. I didn't actually plan on getting as many piercings as I have. I never wanted them growing up. I actually wanted to get, the first time I felt I wanted to wear earrings was at 16. I wasn't able to because I was kind of one of those, I grew up in a place where you can't do certain things because it was bad or something like that, or it wasn't presentable. Obviously that has changed throughout the years, and so anyway, I was persuaded not to get it at 16, but at 18 I still wanted that done, so that's when I got the first set done. The second one I got at 25, and the third was last year at 31. But yeah, I wasn't planning on getting as many as I was Didn't think I would want 2 more, but who knows. And I didn't get persuaded by other people. I paid for these. I did it on my own, and I like them, so that's all that matters, right? Were they painful? They feel like bee sting is all I can get out of. I'm sure the next 2 are not going to be because they're part of the cartilage. Those are probably gonna be painful, and the aftermath is always worse than the actual piercing itself. Alright, question number 22. Your thoughts on tats or tattoos. I personally don't like them. I'm not gonna say, like, go up to someone and say, hey, you shouldn't do that, or that sort of thing. I'm the type of person, like, I can admire creativity, and some tattoos are actually pretty cool looking, but personally, I'm not getting any. I don't want any. I don't like the idea of having permanent ink in my skin. It ain't happening. And my parents have asked me, are you gonna get any tattoos? Because I've been getting piercings. Like, no. No. But yeah, I don't admire them that much. I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way and say, hey, that looks ugly on you. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that heartless, so, but that's up to you. I mean, I don't know. Later down the road, I'm thinking to myself, what's it gonna look like later down the road when I get old and wrinkly? Or is it gonna give me lead poisoning at some point? Like, you don't know what's in this ink. Like, I don't understand. It's like, I don't know. There could be altered motives when people get tattoos. I don't know. Anyway, question number 23. Are you a people person? Not really. Just to be straight up, not really. It comes with the territory being introverted. I am just shy and weird around people. So I will get along with people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna go out of my way and be mean. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be cordial. I'm a Christian, so I'm gonna be that light of Jesus towards people. I love kids. I love little people. But I definitely get along with animals better than I do with people. But yeah, I do love people. I will show the light of Jesus towards people, but yeah. I can only stand so many people for so many hours, and I'm like, I need alone time is what I need, so yeah. Anyway, question number 24. Why are you so scared? Oh my gosh, that is a huge question that I still question my own self. I think just the idea of fear itself scares me. I don't really know if there's really a rational reason why I'm so scared. I don't know if it's neurologically something built in my brain that wasn't developed, or if it's just the fear itself. I don't know. There's certain things that trigger me that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't handle it. So, I don't really know that question. I don't know why I put it down, but anyway, question number 25. Are you a hard worker? Yes and no. I say yes when I am determined I will get something done. I will definitely go ho and get it done because I'm like, I need to get this done. However, I do procrastinate quite a bit. Oh, you can ask my parents. Or anyone that knows me. Yeah, I can be hardworking when I have to be, basically. But when I don't have to be, I'm lazy as heck. So I contradict myself a lot. Okay. Question number 26. Why do people think you look so young? Okay, so if you haven't caught on, I am 32 years old. And I don't know why people think I look so young. Maybe it's just because the way I act, the way I dress. I don't know. Maybe because I haven't fully grown up to the perspective of most 30-some-year-olds at this point. Most people are not living with their parents. They're not, doing all these things. I'm just slower. at things, so I don't know. It's a lot of reasons why. Maybe it's because my oily skin that keeps me looking young. I don't know. I don't really know why the whole reason is. It could be a lot of things. Question number 27. Movie or book? What do I prefer? A movie. Ultimately. I mean, I know a lot of movies are derived from originally books. However, I'm just not really a reader. I used to read books when I was younger because I kind of had to. But now, I just rather read my Bible, and that's like the only book I really read. Unless it's something devotional, then I'll read that. Other than that, I'm really just a movie type girl. I'd rather see it in action. It gives me more a visual. I'm more of a visual learner, and I grasp things more when it's visual versus just a book where I have to read. Question number 28. Favorite all-time food? Oh, Mexican. I love Mexican foods. Tacos. Oh, tacos I can eat all the time. So anything Mexican. I do like Asian food as well. What else do I like? I like a lot of things, but I would definitely say Mexican food. 29. Favorite ice cream flavor? If you don't know me by now, which is weird because I think my mom knows me pretty well, and I told her, and she kind of, it's weird. Okay, so my favorite all-time ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. Okay, I will most likely get that if it's there over any flavor at all. Unless it's not there, then I'll get like cotton candy or cookie dough or something like that. But or anything strawberry related. But like strawberry cheesecake. Ooh, that sounds really good. But yes, ice cream flavor is definitely mint chocolate chip. It's funny because we had gotten, Mom's been really on a kick of getting mint patties, which I love mint chocolate. Anything. It's the only time I'll eat dark chocolate. And Mom's like, because Zachary is going to go get me some, and she's like, oh, you don't like that, because I had said I don't like dark chocolate, which is the truth, but if there's something with it, I don't like plain dark chocolate. It's bitter, and I'm more of a sweet tooth. So she mixed that up. She didn't quite hear what I was explaining. I love mint chocolate. Even Ricky was giving that look like, are you kidding me? He even knows that I like mint chocolate. So anyway, question number 30. Favorite candy? Three Musketeers, ultimately, if we're talking chocolate. I like a lot of things, like Reese's, I love Milky Ways, Twix, like all of those things. Mint chocolate. But if we're talking chocolate-wise, definitely Three Musketeers. I just love that fluffy chocolate. If we're talking about fruity, ooh, that's a toughie because I like a lot of things. I like Skittles, Twizzlers, anything lollipop related, chewy, gum. I would, if I had to say gummies, I guess gummies would definitely be my favorite fruity candy. Skittles is up there too. 31. Why do you change your hair so much? Okay, so I've kind of had people ask me this. I just like to change it up. I like having different looks. I've had short hair, I've had long hair, I've had bangs, I was gonna say no bangs, that's not accurate. I've had what I have now, shorter bangs. I had, when I was little, I had actual bangs. I can't do curtain bangs currently because my hair curls up. Had different colors. I've gone blonde. I've gone a little bit of redhead, briefly, but dark brown, different types of brown. Currently, what I have right now is my current look. I like the brown, dark brown with bleach tips. The bleach. So I got the best of both worlds of being a brunette and a blonde. So, and I only bleached my hair because I wanted to have fun colors in my hair, like pink, blue, and purple. So yeah, I just like changing things up. I just, you know, like to change things up. So who knows, the next time you might see me, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say, I'm gonna cut my hair short. I go through phases where I like my hair short, and other phases I like it long. So question number 32, which is funny because the next question says, how old are you really? It's funny, I put that ironically. I didn't actually do this on purpose until I realized. I was like, oh, that's funny. I actually am 32, believe it or not. But yeah, I really am 33. Why don't you drive? So only my close people in my life know that I don't drive. Several different reasons. One, I've always been scared. I'm very nervous tendency. I have slow reflexes. It's terrible. I would be in more accidents than I should be if I was driving. So if I'm not put under pressure, I work fabulously. So mowing, it's effortlessly. I don't have incoming traffic or anything. Anytime I'm even in the front seat, especially with working with mom, I'm not saying she's a bad driver, okay? I'm not saying that. It's that it's just when incoming traffic are coming off, she's going off or on exits and incoming traffic's, you know, intertwining. I always want to hit the brakes even though I don't have the brake, or I want to close my eyes. Obviously I can't do that if I was driving. So yeah, I was always just scared too. I have slow reflexes. I'd be causing a lot of accidents, and I have well, we'll get into that anyway, but that's basically the main reason. And I just don't think I would do well because of my nervous tendencies. I would be having panic attacks as well, so no, that's a no bueno. Question number 34. If you could change anything from your past, would you? Obviously, there are times I wish I didn't do certain things or allowed certain things to happen. But honestly, truthfully, no. Because my life, my past, is my past. Obviously, you can't change it. And the fact that it has made me who I am. I've learned from my mistakes. I have gotten through a lot of things. And I know God's for me. So, yeah. So, no, I would not change my past. It has made me who I am today. So, thank the Lord. Question number 35. What would you tell your younger self? Any advice? I would tell my younger self, you know what, you're gonna get through this. It might seem hard, there's gonna be hurdles, there's gonna be good times, there's gonna be bad times, and you know what, you're gonna get through this. God is with you. So just stay calm, pray through it, don't give up, keep moving forward. Bam. Question number 36. Do you like being Christian? Okay, first of all, I don't know why I said like. It's more like love. I love being a Christian. Yes, I love being a Christian. I think there's more freedom. Ultimately, I know the world thinks we as Christians are crazy, and you can think all you want, but there is much more freedom. Yes, we have to forsake a lot of things, but that's gonna be in our best interest in the long run, because if you forsake a lot of things that are not biblical sound, it's gonna save you a lot of heartache when you die. Because let's face it, when you die, that is endgame. If you have not accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior and lived a life full of Him during your lifetime, or just accept salvation, you are condemned. And I'm gonna say this is not me cursing, this is the actual place, but you're gonna be condemned to hell. I don't want to face that kind of judgment. I want to be saved. I want to live for the Lord. I want to do things that are more uplifting. I want to live in freedom and peace, knowing I have done good things for the Lord and lived a good godly life. I don't want to be standing in front of Him and be condemned for all the bad things I've done. So, yes, I love living a life full of God. And it's very much peaceful. If you want to, I have gone through anxiety, I've gone through depression, I've gone through all these things that have hurt me throughout my life, and simply just have to ask God to pray. I just simply pray and ask God to help me, and He has helped me. It is so rewarding knowing God has got me. He's given me a sense of peace, and I pray through things, honestly, and it just feels so good. So I am so happy to live in a Christian lifestyle, and I don't regret it. Question number 37. What are the benefits of being a Christian? I just kind of explained it to you right then and there, because the benefits are living in freedom, living knowing you're going to be able to go to heaven and live a very peaceable lifestyle. Yes, here on earth you're going to fall into temptations, fall into bad habits and all these things. There's going to be pain, but in heaven there is no pain, there's no sorrow, there's nothing that's evil or corrupt. So I look forward to that day. So yeah, take that. Okay, question number 38. Do you have a favorite Bible verse, and if so, what is it? So my ultimate favorite Bible verses, I like a lot of Bible verses. There's a lot of advice and a lot of the Bible, but my favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And He does give me strength knowing He's right there beside me. So that's my very favorite Bible verse, and I relate to it a lot. Question number 39. What have you learned from your Christian walk? I've learned to rely on Him wholeheartedly. I've learned through mistakes that I've made, and that God has covered all those mistakes and washed them away. And that's such a peaceful, happy moment in my life, thinking God's got this. He still loves me unconditionally, and I can move forward in life, and I don't have to keep looking back on harmful, awful, manipulative things. I can keep moving forward and saying, Lord, you've got this. You're right there beside me. I feel the Holy Spirit right now just saying, hey, I got this. So yes, and I've learned a lot just by reading the Word and praying more, and I'm just growing deeper and deeper in my walk with Christ, and so I definitely just feel more relaxed and at peace. So question number 40. Are you happy? Overall, I would say yes. Don't get me wrong, in the mornings, especially in the afternoons, I'm awfully tired. The only time I'm not happy is because I'm either 1, tired, or 2, in pain. And those two things bring me down quite a bit. But overall, my mentality is I am pretty happy because Christ is with me. So yes, overall, I am happy mentally and physically. Well, I can't exactly say physically because I'm in pain often, but yes, I'm happy. 41. Do you consider yourself still a night owl, or has that changed? I do not consider myself a night owl. I used to be able to stay up till like 1:30 to 2 in the morning because I had nothing else to do when I wasn't working. But because of work, I get tired easily, and yeah, I do not consider myself a morning person either. I am more of I get alert between 5 and 9. After that, before or after that, so basically I'm an evening person. So it's just by the time the mornings and afternoons are rough, I force myself, drink caffeine if I have to make myself going. So basically 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm more alert, and then after that I get kind of tired again because I'm worn out. Alright, question number 42. Do you have any interest in guys lately? Like crushes or anything? No. I don't currently have any crushes or like anyone currently, which is a blessing in disguise, because honestly, crushes crush your soul. They're so annoying. They're so painful at times. They're annoying. to say the least. I am so annoyed by them. I did ask God, I was like, Lord, please take these feelings away, because they're pretty pointless. They're pretty annoying. I was like, please don't let me have a crush on anyone unless it's mutual, like he likes me back. Otherwise, it's pretty pointless in my life right now. So, no, I don't like any guys currently. So, which can be a distraction. So, question number 43. Do you plan on having children in the future? Yes, I do want to have kids. I don't know physically if I can have kids because of a condition that I may have. But ever since Mom kind of had that conversation with me about talking about her grandchildren coming on, she had like this vision that she had said, like, she was on a mission trip, okay? And she was performing and doing things, and she introduced her 4 grandchildren on stage with her. I was like, at the time, my sister already had 2 kids, and she was also fostering at the time. I was thinking, are you talking about, my older sister? She's like, no, she was talking about me. And I'm like, I've always imagined having just 2 kids. So I was like, flabbergasted. I was like, okay, I don't know about this, but alright. So yeah, I don't know. I was like, flabbergasted. I was like, is that even correct? Why would you? Anyway, ever since then, I'm convinced I want 4 kids. I want 2 boys and 2 girls, if Lord willing. I don't wish to, wish to have birth them, because I don't think I can handle pregnancy very well and or birthing. So we'll see what the Lord has, if that should come to pass. Don't know what's gonna happen, but stay tuned. Who knows? Adoption is also an option. So I just kind of answered this question. Number 44. If so, how many? 4. 2 boys, 2 girls. Okay, question number 45. Do you plan on working with children like you have done in the past? I hope to. As of currently, I like having my time to either work on myself, work in general, and being able to rest or get things done, or to have the freedom to just do my own thing with friends and family. Like, I like not having pressure to constantly feel like I can't do certain events because I have to do this. So yeah, it makes, if we do go travel to visit family or whatever, we stay night or whatever, it's nice not having the responsibility and have to say, hey, get a substitute and all this other things. I loved teaching. I loved working with kids. I will not take that for granted. I loved every single moment, even the bad moments. But honestly, yeah, as of currently, I do not want to do it right now. In the future, possibly, yes. Because I love little ones. I love little people. It's not until they get to be teenagers I'm like, ugh. Anyway, question number 46. Now, this next question, this is not to be derogative or offensive in any sort of way. This is just me saying this straight up as it is, so bear with me when I say this. Do you have any disabilities, and what are they? Yes, I do have disabilities. Excuse me, I need to wipe my nose. I'm having a drippy nose here. Anyway, yes, I do have some disabilities. I have some that are diagnosed and some are not. I have epilepsy, which is another reason why I don't drive, by the way. Even though you can drive technically with epilepsy, but I've had people in my past, or currently, have had accidents behind the wheel. That doesn't seem thrilling to me if I should have an episode, which I haven't had one in a while, so, in years actually, so thank you, Lord. My medicine's working. Yes, I take medication for that. I've had epilepsy since I was real little. Had like fever seizures when I was real little. My poor brother and I had suffered through them many years. And it was until puberty that we both developed full-time epilepsy. And we both are currently on medication that has both been working, and we haven't had any episodes for years. I also have scoliosis. I don't know if this, well, yes, it is considered a disability. I have scoliosis, which is the curvature of the spine, if you don't know. And it makes it hard to walk at times because you walk crooked. It gives me anxiety at times because I'm just like trying to walk a straight line, and it gets very frustrating. And if we're on a slope or whatever, it really gives me anxiety. I have to go slow, and sometimes I even have to stop and pause and breathe because my anxiety gets through the roof at times. It's painful a lot of times. Thank goodness of going to a chiropractor that adjusts me, so that helps tremendously with it. But yeah, it's quite painful, and affects your, when you're on a line, it affects your walking. I think it affects your speech sometimes because everything is connected to your spine, your nervous system. Once something is out of whack, everything seems to be out of whack. My organs, my brain, like everything functions with my spine. So yeah, it's quite painful at times. I also have TMJ, which causes my, don't ask me what it stands for, I really don't know. You could look it up, but basically my jaw cracks and pops and my ears ring. Oh my gosh, my ears ring so terribly oftentimes. And then I'm just painful, so that's kind of the reason why I had to get braces, because my teeth were, and jaws were going out of line and crooked, and I have to wear retainers at night. So I don't know if that's considered a disability or not, but it kind of is because it affects my body. So those are the actual ones that I have that are diagnosed. There's a few that I haven't been diagnosed with, but I will say what I think I have. I think I have PCOS, which affects my female section. You can get cysts on your ovaries, and you have missed periods. You can have what's called, I always pronounce it wrong, hereditism. That's not how you pronounce it, but it's the extreme amount of like body hair, what men usually typically would have. I have to shave or pluck my hairs all the time because it's quite embarrassing, but it's true. I have to constantly somewhere on my body to shave. But yeah. So I've had missed periods. I've had to deal with the hair situation because I got more male hormones in my body. Not because I wanted to, it's because I was born with it. And so just changing my diet and exercising and having a steady schedule has helped my levels plateau, where I have more steady periods. I'm grateful that I haven't missed as many periods as some women. Some women have it so bad where they'll go months and months without having a regular period. I only skip like 2 or 3 at a time. I think mostly just 2, but I could have had 3. And so yeah, I'm grateful I don't have to miss too many cycles, even though periods are terrible. Being a female is just, that's one thing about being a female I don't like. What else do I possibly have? I think I have ADD, not ADHD, but ADD, which I lose focus pretty quickly. I get distracted. I have squirrel moments. Takes me a lot slower pace of doing things and thinking. That just, my processor, my brain is so much slower. So yeah, I gotta get some testing done to see what's going on here, because I have no idea. I don't know if it's didn't get fully developed when I was born, because I was 7 weeks early. So I don't know if something didn't get developed in my brain, completely, or it's the epilepsy. Having so many seizures throughout the years have caused brain damage, which wouldn't surprise me if there was brain damage up there. And I think that's pretty much it. So PCOS, ADHD, I think, or not ADHD, ADD. Oh, and dyslexia. I think I'm somewhat dyslexic because I get my left and right mixed up a lot. I don't get the letters. I've heard there's different forms of it. I think I've got a very mild case. When I'm reading, I get very, I jump over sentences. Oftentimes it gets kind of blurry and I'm like, what happened? Wait, that doesn't sound right. I have to go back over it. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't get letters mixed up, but I do get confused easily, and yeah. So those are some things I have to do in the future to see if I have actually, but yeah. Question number 47. What have you learned in all the years you've been alive so far? This kind of goes back with my Christian walk as well. I have learned a lot of things. Not to give up hope. Things are going to get better. Even if you have to go through a lot of hurdles, God's got me through this whole process, that I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to give it all to God and say, it's going to be alright, you know? God's got this. So I've learned how to get through a lot of hurt and a lot of hurdles in life and just say, it's okay. You're going to get through this. It's just one little hurdle. It's not a big deal, you know? It might seem like a big deal at first, but you're going to get it through it. So that's kind of the main thing I've learned throughout the years, which is a big thing. Question number 48. Do you have any nicknames, and what are they? Yes, I have some nicknames. People have called me, my brother has called me Chels, he would say. Yeah, a lot of people call me Chels. I had came up with a nickname when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, we'd have nicknames or play names when we were kids. We didn't actually use our actual names. We'd have code names or whatever. When we had our those were the days when we had imagination. Those were the fun years. Go outside and use our imagination. Don't do that anymore. Imagination has gone out the door. The only time I'm imaginative is when I do my videos, sort of. I will come up with ideas, or if I work with children. But I don't have the imagination like I used to. Anyway, going back to what the nickname was Jazzy. So if you see my Instagram, which says Chelsea_Jazzy_Hayes, Jazzy's not my middle name, as you guys well know. It's Marie, but Jazzy was a nickname of mine. So, and I would respond to that name too. I don't really get called that anymore. Sweetie has always been my nickname since I was born. I've always been a sweetheart of a person, and I don't know, I'm still being called that even till now. I think my parents came up with it, and then everyone's like, oh, she's so sweet. And it's yeah, mom's yeah, she's nice, but I do have sour moments, especially when I'm tired or I'm in pain. That's when I have sour moments, but overall, I'm a sweetheart of a person. I like to help people. I like to do things. I like to smile, let Jesus smile at people. Yeah, and Chucky was one of them. Don't know why. Chucky Mary, because Marie's my middle name, and yeah, Chucky Mary. That was not my favorite. Chucky Mary was not my favorite. I'd get so mad when I was younger when my siblings would call me that. Ugh. You know what? This is not on the list. I don't know why I didn't put this, but question number 49, I'm kind of have more questions to add, but how many siblings do I have that I am aware of? I have 5 sisters and 3 brothers. I'm originally the oldest. between my parents, biological parents, and then it was my younger brother. And we're 22 months apart. But then when my mom remarried, I gained 3 older siblings through my stepdad. So I have 2 older sisters and an older brother. And then my bio dad decided to have more kids. So I have 4 younger siblings, 4 younger sisters, right? Wait, that's not correct, is it? No, 3 younger sisters and a younger brother. Yeah. All of them are alive except for one. My youngest brother had passed away when he was like 9. He had inherited epilepsy just like most of us. Say 4 out of the 6 kids have epilepsy, and he unfortunately passed away from them. So the only time I got to meet him was at his funeral, which is sad. But I also think it's a blessing in disguise, because if he was still living, he would be a vegetable basically, because the seizures took over so much of his body, and he was in a wheelchair. So it would have just been, it's better that he's not alive anymore. I do feel for all the family members and all those who don't understand, like, yes, it was really tragic what happened, but at the same time, I know he's in heaven. God's got him, and I will get to see him again, or for the first time, I should say. And yeah, that's just reassuring. But the rest of us are alive. I don't know if there's more siblings, because I hope not. I'd hope there's no more. I don't want any more. Selfishly don't want any more. I will accept them if there are out there. But I heard that I might have older siblings than me. I hope I still like to consider myself the oldest of the bio siblings. So, yeah, I don't want any more. Okay, question number 50. Why do you not post as much as you used to in any of your social medias? So I post pretty much a lot on predominantly on YouTube. I just felt like it was needful to cut back on social media all together, not just posting, but also viewing as well, being on social media so much, because it was such a huge distraction. Ultimately, it was taking my time and effort where I could be focused on God. He convicted me quite a bit for so many years, and so yeah, I predominantly post on here because I feel comfortable on this channel versus my other socials. I kind of second guess a lot of things. I'm using wisdom when it comes to posting on other socials. Yeah, I've gone through so many phases of life of posting a lot versus not, but ultimately it's just because I feel led to only post when I feel led to. So I'm using wisdom here. It's always good to be on social media so much. So I don't know why I put this one. It's kind of like a bonus. But Coke or Pepsi? Okay. Coke all the way. I mean, that's such a debate anymore. You're either a Pepsi or a Coke fan. I like both technically, but Coke is ultimately my favorite. I just like the taste of it better. It's sweeter. I love sweet things. Pepsi is a little, I guess it's kind of more bitter. But I like any of, it just depends whatever restaurant we're going. If they have Coke products, great. If not, that's okay too. But yeah, I like any type of soda really, but Coke is my ultimate favorite. So that is all the questions I have written down. I might later down the road, maybe another year or two, do another Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this, getting to know me. I hope it's informative You get to kind of dive deep into who I am. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, keep on smiling, stay positive. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. And you'll see me next time in another video. Bye!